Let me ask you something. Who's really in control right now, your mind or you? Every thought, every emotion, every impulse, they can either build your future or destroy it. Most people live as prisoners of their own mind, reacting, doubting, overthinking. But a rare few learn how to master it, and when you do, your world changes forever. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today I'm here to give you the key to inner power, the key to peace, the key to mastering your emotions, your thoughts, your habits, and your future. So don't just watch, feel this video. Don't just listen, connect with it. This is the video that will help you take control of the most powerful thing in the world, your own mind. Before we start, let me tell you, this video is great for your English too. Because when you dive into powerful real-life topics like this, you don't just learn how to control your mind, you also learn the language in a way that truly sticks and grows with you. So, get ready to transform both your mindset and your English. Today in this video, I'm going to give you 15 powerful tips to control your mind and emotions. Let's begin. This is your first step to real power. Tip 1. Avoid temporary pleasure. If it feels good now but destroys you later, it's not pleasure, it's a trap. We live in a world of instant gratification. You're sad. You scroll Instagram. You're stressed. You eat junk food. You feel lonely. You message someone who's not good for you just for attention. And in that moment, it feels good. But later, you feel empty again. You feel guilty. You feel tired. That is the pain of temporary pleasure. Real control begins when you say no to the easy thing and yes to the right thing. For example, it's 11 p.m. You have work or study tomorrow morning, but a new movie is calling you. What do? Your mind says, just one episode. But your higher self whispers, sleep now. When tomorrow your pleasure will control you. Ask yourself, what will this give me after 1 hour, after 1 day, after 1 month? If the answer is pain, walk away. This is how warriors are built, one choice at a time. Tip 2. Use your intelligence, not your impulses. You have a brain for a reason, not just to react, but to respond with wisdom. Most people are not thinking. They're just reacting. They get angry. They shout. They feel bored. They waste time. They feel jealous. They compare. But intelligence means to pause to observe your feelings. To ask yourself, is this feeling helping me or destroying me? Let's say someone insults you. Your impulse says, insult them back. But your intelligence says, why should I lose my peace for their poison? Every time you react without thinking, you give away your power. Your mind is a vehicle. Emotions are just passengers. Don't let every emotion drive the car. Train your mind to slow down before reacting. Take a breath. Count to 5. Ask, what's the intelligent response here? This habit of thinking before reacting can change your entire life. Tip 3. Master your 5. Senses your eyes, ears, mouth, nose, and touch. They are your gateways. What enters them enters your mind. What do you watch? What do you listen to? What do you taste, touch, and smell every day? Most people don't realize they are feeding their mind negativity without knowing. Watching violence, gossip, toxic content. Listening to complaints, lies, or depressing music. Eating food that makes the body weak and the brain foggy. All of this weakens your mind. Imagine your mind like a beautiful garden. Your 5 senses are the gates. Now ask yourself, what kind of things are you letting in through those gates? If you see only poison, how can the garden bloom? If you listen to negativity every day, how will your mind feel positive? Instead of scrolling random videos at night, imagine you watch one powerful motivational video. Instead of listening to sad songs, you listen to peaceful music. Instead of gossip, You listen to silence or something educational. This is how you clean your mental energy. Controlling your senses is not about being strict. It's about being smart. What you feed your senses becomes your thoughts, and your thoughts become your life. Tip 4. Choose your memories. Carefully. Your past is not your prison, but if you keep revisiting painful memories, you'll keep reliving the pain. Our mind is like a photo album. Every day, we flip through its pages. But here's the secret: you can choose which memories you focus on. Some people spend their whole life remembering failures. I failed in school. That person broke my heart. My parents didn't support me. People laughed at me. These thoughts create pain, and that pain becomes a habit. You wake up sad, sleep with stress, live in fear. But why only choose the dark pages? Why not turn to the bright ones? Think about it. Maybe you helped someone. Maybe you achieved something small. Maybe you smiled through pain. Maybe you kept going when life pushed you down. That's strength. That's power. That's the memory you should hold. Imagine you failed an exam 3 years ago. That memory still hurts. But also, think after that failure, you stood up. You tried again. You didn't quit. That part of the story is more powerful. The past cannot change, but your focus can. You are not your scars. You are the strength that survived those scars. From today, say this: I will stop feeding my pain. I will remember my power. That's how you take control of your mind. Tip 5. Lack of autosuggestions is a hidden enemy. If you don't program your mind, the world will program it for you. Your mind is like a mobile phone, and your thoughts are the apps you install every day. But most people never install their own apps, they let others do it. Your parents say you're not smart. Society says you can't do this. Social media says you're not successful. And your mind says, okay, maybe they're right. That's how autosuggestions work. Autosuggestions mean the things you repeat to yourself again and again. These thoughts become your beliefs, and those beliefs become your life. So if you keep saying, I'm unlucky, I'm not good enough, I always fail, guess what? Your mind will believe it, and you'll live that story even if it's not true. But here's the power. You can create your own autosuggestions every single day. Speak them, write them, believe them. Examples of powerful autosuggestions. I am calm even in chaos. I control my mind. My mind does not control me. I am becoming stronger every single day. I can handle any emotion with peace. Speak them in the mirror every morning. It might feel silly at first, but your brain listens. Your mind is always listening. Give it something powerful to hear. Say it again and again until you believe it, because repetition is the mother of belief. Tip 6. Understand the emotions of psychology. Your emotions are not your enemies. They are your messengers. When you feel angry, it's not random. It means something inside you feels unfair or disrespected. When you feel jealous, it means your heart desires something you believe you can't have. When you feel anxious, it means your mind is living too much in the future. When you feel depressed, it means your mind is living too much in the past. Every emotion is trying to tell you something. But most people fight emotions instead of understanding them. They say, I don't want to feel sad. And so they distract themselves with movies, food, scrolling. But that sadness doesn't go away, it hides and grows stronger. Instead, when emotion appears, say, thank you for coming. What are you trying to teach me? Maybe it's teaching you patience. Maybe it's reminding you of your values. Maybe it's showing you what you truly care about. Once you understand it, it loses its power over you. This is called emotional intelligence, not to suppress emotions, but to interpret them. You can't stop waves, but you can learn to surf. Tip 7. Surround yourself with empowering people. Your environment shapes your emotions more than you realize. If you stay around negative people, you will absorb their energy. If you spend time with lazy people, you will slowly become one. Energy is contagious, so choose your circle wisely. Ask yourself, who are the 5 people I talk to the most? Are they lifting me up or pulling me down? Do they challenge me to grow or make me comfortable in mediocrity? Sometimes, controlling your mind means changing your environment. You can plant a seed in a toxic soil and expect a beautiful flower. If you can't find empowering people around you, read books written by them. Watch their talks. Listen to their podcasts. Let their words become your friends until your real life catches up. Because the truth is, you don't need a crowd. You just need one powerful connection that inspires you to become your best self. Protect your energy like treasure. Your circle is your future. Tip 8. Focus on one task at a time. Your mind loses control when it's scattered. You open your phone, you study, you scroll, you eat, you check messages all at the same time. Then you wonder why you feel anxious and tired. Multitasking is not productivity. It's mental pollution. The human brain is designed to focus deeply, not widely. When you give 100% attention to one thing, even simple things become meditation. When you eat, just eat. When you study, just study. When you rest, just rest. This is how you reclaim peace from chaos. Because every time you focus on one thing with full awareness, your mind learns discipline. It becomes your servant, not your master. Start small, 20 minutes of pure focus, no distractions. Then increase. Slowly, you'll notice your thoughts become clearer, your emotions calmer, and your results stronger. Remember, a lion doesn't chase 2 animals at once. Focus is power. Tip 9. Challenge negative thoughts. Not every thought is true, but your mind will try to convince you it is. You think, it'll fail. But is that a fact or just fear? You think, they don't like me. But did you ask them? Or is it just insecurity? You think, I'm not good enough. But compared to whom and based on what? Your thoughts are like clouds. They pass, they change, they lie. Don't build your identity around temporary thoughts. Instead, question them. Ask, is this thought helping me or hurting me? If it's helping, keep it. If it's hurting, replace it. Replace I can do this with I'm learning how to do this. Replace nobody cares about me with I'm learning to care for myself first. Your brain believes what you repeat, so feed it words of courage, not fear. Over time, your default thoughts will shift from doubt to determination. Remember, your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings create your reality. Change your thoughts. Change your world. Tip 10. Visualize your goals. Every day, your mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. That's why athletes visualize their performance before the game, because the brain rehearses success before it happens. Visualization is mental training. Close your eyes every morning and see your future self calm, focused, confident. See yourself handling stress with peace. See yourself achieving your goals step by step. The more clearly you see it, the more your mind believes it's possible. And once your mind believes it, your actions follow naturally. This is not magic, it's psychology. Because your subconscious mind works like a GPS. When you type a destination, it doesn't argue, it finds the route. So give your mind a clear destination every day. Use your imagination as a tool, not an escape. Visualize not only success, but the process, the discipline, the patience, the resilience. That's how you turn dreams into direction. Tip 11. Control your breathing. Your breath is the remote control of your mind. When you lose control of your breathing, you lose control of your emotions. Have you noticed how your breath changes when you're angry, scared, or anxious? It becomes fast, shallow, irregular. And when you're calm, your breath is deep, smooth, and slow. That's because your breath and emotions are connected. If you control one, you influence the other. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, don't react, breathe. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat it a few times. You'll notice your heartbeat slows, your mind quiets, your body relaxes. In that stillness, you regain power. You don't need expensive therapy or long lectures sometimes. Peace is just one breath away. Train your breath every day, because the one who controls their breath controls their life. Tip 12. Learn to sit in silence. In today's noisy world, silence has become rare and powerful. People fear silence because it forces them to face themselves. They always need background music, notifications, conversations. But silence is not emptiness, it's where wisdom speaks. When you sit in silence, no phone, no noise, no distractions, you start hearing your true thoughts. You begin to see patterns in your mind. You realize what's hurting you, what's inspiring you, what's real. At first, silence feels uncomfortable. But after a few days, it becomes peaceful, even addictive. Because your mind starts to detox. You stop chasing stimulation and start feeling your own energy again. Just 10 minutes of silence daily can reset your emotional system. It's like restarting a computer that's been running too long. In silence, answers appear that noise hides. Meditation, journaling, sitting in nature, all are ways to reconnect with your inner self. Because in the silence, your soul finally gets a chance to speak. Tip 13. Reframe failure. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than you can imagine. The only difference is they didn't stop. They didn't call it the end. They called it experience. When you fail, your mind wants to label it as shame. But the truth is, failure is feedback. It's life saying, try another way. Think about a baby learning to walk. It falls hundreds of times, but never says, maybe walking isn't for me. It just keeps trying because it doesn't see falling as failure. The same is true for your goals. When something doesn't work, it doesn't mean you're not capable, it means you're learning. Reframe your thoughts. I didn't fail. I discovered what doesn't work. I didn't lose. I gained wisdom. Each setback is secretly building your strength, patience, and intelligence. Failure doesn't break strong minds, it forges them. Tip 14. Practice gratitude. Your mind cannot be negative and grateful at the same time. Gratitude is the fastest way to reset your emotional state. When you start focusing on what's missing, your mind becomes restless. But when you focus on what's already there, peace enters. Every morning, before touching your phone, name 3 things you're grateful for. It can be simple. I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful for another day. I'm grateful for someone who believes in me. You don't need a perfect life to be grateful, you need a grateful heart to make life feel perfect. Gratitude changes your lens. You stop seeing problems and start seeing possibilities. You stop complaining and start appreciating. And the more you appreciate, the more good things come. Because what you focus on expands. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into miracles. Tip 15. Feed your mind daily. Your body needs food every day, so does your mind. But instead of fast food for your thoughts, feed it mental nutrition. Every morning, read something uplifting. Listen to something educational. Watch something that expands your perspective. Because if you don't feed your mind consciously, the world will feed it garbage gossip, negativity, fear. And whatever you feed it, grows. Start your day with learning, not scrolling. End your night with reflection, not distraction. Even 10 minutes a day of powerful input can transform your life in a year. Books, podcasts, mentors, deep conversations. These are the vitamins of your soul. Protect your mental diet, because the quality of your thoughts decides the quality of your life. Now that you've learned all 15 ways to control your mind, remember this. You already have the power. It was never lost, just buried under noise, habits, and fear. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be aware. You don't need to control everything, only your response. Your mind is a tool. Use it with love, not war. When negative thoughts come, smile and say, I choose peace. When life tests you, breathe and say, I am still in control. Because real power is not in controlling the world, it's in controlling yourself. From this moment, promise yourself this. I will train my mind daily. I will feed it wisdom. I will guide it with love. Because the mind you master today becomes the life you live tomorrow. This is not the end of the video, this is the beginning of your transformation. Now go and be the master of your mind.